that means that they care about you being able to fix this shirt. Welcome back to Fabric School, the series where I, a textile technologist, tell you how to spot high quality clothing. What we're looking for is clothing with a lot of attention to detail when it comes to development and also manufacturing, because that means that they care about the product and that that product is most likely going to last longer in your closet than products where they skip steps. The first clothing item we're going to be dissecting is a button-up shirt or blouse. There is many different details that you can look at, and the one we're going to be talking about today is the button placket. So here are the things you should look for in your button placket. Number one, your button placket should be a little bit stiffer than the rest of your fabric. This means they most likely ironed interfacing onto it, and that is just going to make that section a little bit sturdier. Interfacing is essentially a thin fabric itself that you iron onto the back of a fabric to make it stiffer. Sign number two, spare buttons. Spare buttons are something that used to be a basic on every single shirt that you saw, but now most brands don't even do it anymore. So if you have a spare button at the bottom of your button placket, that means that they care about you being able to fix this shirt. Number three is button position. Especially if you have a bigger bust, make sure to look out that there is a button right where your bust is the largest so you don't have any gaping going on. This is important for you specifically, but just in general, if they don't have the buttons positioned right around the bust, that means they didn't care enough to check. Now, two things to stay away from. Number one, loose threads around the buttonholes and also the buttons. And number two, if the stitch length on your buttonhole is not long enough, because that means that your buttonhole does not hold up well to stress at all, and it's going to start fraying. One other thing is button plackets where the buttons are hidden. This is more complicated to make than a regular button placket, so it is always a very conscious design decision. I personally don't like it and stay away from it, but if you see it, that means that they did put extra effort in. So those are all some signs that you can look out for on button plackets. Next up, we're going to be going into the pattern of shirts.